Yeah, wide left.
Good.
Ready, left. Stop. Come left if you can, Justin. Left. I got Ethan. Let's go, Justin.
This is the Cardiff Visually Impaired Touch Rugby team. They train every Wednesday at the Cardiff Arms Park and are the first and only VI rugby club in Wales. The team is run by coaches at the Cardiff Rugby Community Foundation team and gives anyone with sight loss the opportunity to get involved in local rugby and also the opportunity to keep fit and meet other people who have visual impairments. But what is VI rugby? How does it work? And how is it different to traditional rugby union or rugby league?
VI rugby is your touch rugby style of game, so there's minimal to no contact as such, whereas it differs with mixed ability. That's where the confusion is quite a lot. Mixed ability rugby is you have that contact aspect with certain players depending on their abilities, whereas the VI is just pure touch rugby. But we vary, we either do like a walking rugby festivals or we'll jump into where you can run, but both being obviously the touch rugby aspect. The VI rugby rules for like scoring a try, you just have to walk over the line, just because some of them do struggle with their orientation just because of their sight. So there's rules adapted to make it easier and more beneficial for the players. So everyone can play, so it's like an inclusive sport for everyone. That's a real big factor for the VI team, I think. A big thing for both Cardiff and WU is that jersey for all. So it means that everybody, no matter your ability, your age, gender, whatever, everyone can get involved. The rugby is the key for everyone, sort of thing.
Clearly then, VI rugby shares many things with touch rugby. But as a coach, how has Evan found the transition from coaching full contact rugby to VI?
Good, finish. Right, we're off to the next one then, boys. Come across.
So that's one of the issues for my first one, I was quite nervous about, but then what most people don't realise is the coaching's not that much different. You can do the exact same drills that you would do for any team. Obviously, you just take out all the contact aspects, so you just working on the handling, the spatial awareness, like running forward, passing, but the basic rugby stuff. But obviously, because they're visually impaired, you just got to try and condense the sizing down a little bit. But other than that, the drills and stuff you do with them is the exact same as you would do with a full-sighted team.
Some way incorporated.
Now that Evan's been coaching the VI rugby team for 3 months, what are his favourite parts of the job?
Just seeing their skill set develop with the smile on their face. You get some coaches out there who are just do this, do that, there you go, let's go sort of thing. But you can see their skill set develop with enjoyment as well. It's a real big thing. They love it. They've said that since me, Tal and Craig have got involved, they've really enjoyed the sessions that they've come to. We have that intensity, but also that enjoyment aspect as well, so yeah, it's really good.
You ready? Let's go. Short right.
Reload, we're going to go again.
Okay, short right.
Now spin round so we go again.
Right.
Training for the VI takes place every Wednesday from 5:30 till 6:30. Numbers rise and fall throughout the year. Constant attendance, however, comes from one of the youngest members of the squad.
Ethan Hunt, 19, I used to play open side flanker, and 8.
Despite being one of the quietest members of the team, like every member of the VI, Ethan has his own story when it comes to sight loss.
So mine started going in year 10, I was 15 at the time, and then over a period of 6 months, going into year 11, I then was classed as blind in both eyes. It is now stabilised. Whether it gets worse or better, I don't know. Just got to live it day by day. It's affected everything in general. Like, you lose a lot of independence, and like day-to-day tasks can become a lot harder. Simple stuff is like telling if food's in date, reading any normal sized text, and even recognising who you're with in a room.
Despite being a footballer when he was younger, Ethan started playing rugby at 12 and after only a few years was selected for the Bristol Bears development programme. promising rugby career looked to have been cut short though when he was diagnosed with Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy, commonly known as LHON. Cardiff VI offered him a way to continue playing rugby when traditional full contact rugby union was no longer an option.
It's stopped me from playing at that high level. Now playing at a VI rugby level, I can now implement my skills and help teach others how to improve their skills and how we can better our game.
For many of the attendees at the club, the routine of the VI is what brings them back every week. Ethan is no different.
I guess I lost a lack of routine. During every week we'd have a training or a match in normal rugby, and I just had none of that anymore. And seeing that this was once a week, every Wednesday, is more like back to the norm. So I thought I'd give it a go. If I don't like it, then I have to come back, but I did like it, so we come back a lot. It's as close as rugby as it can get, obviously minus the contact. So it's very enjoyable, that the skills, games we do, and just it's a big family feeling around the club. Everyone gets along very well and everyone's very inviting.
One of the main targets of the VI club is to not only improve the skills of its players, but also their mental health too. The coaches, the players, and the club itself offer everybody the chance to escape just for an hour every Wednesday night. Ethan himself has seen the benefits of this firsthand.
Yeah, it's been good because having nothing to look forward to each week is not very good for your health. You always need something to look forward to week by week, and getting out here, socialising, obviously doing fitness is always good for your health, so it's definitely improved.
Speaking with Ethan and the rest of the team gives you a real sense of not only team spirit and community, but also a positivity about the VI. The players are all motivated by the sessions and get so much out of them. There's one player, however, who expresses all those emotions a little louder than the rest.
Go! I go wide, I go wide, I go wide. Hold it out. Yes! Love it! Do it! Just.
My name's Kai, I'm 27 years of age, play rugby for Cardiff VI Rugby, live in Cardiff, originally from West Wales, work for the council, support West Ham.
Kai is a man who needs no introduction, a man who typifies the life and the soul of the club. As one of the longest tenured players, Kai has been playing at the club since its beginnings. He shows a unique passion and energy for the team and loves what the sessions bring.
We've been back now for about 2-3 months now, and it's brilliant. And I come down here because I love the sport. I used to play the sport, rugby, before moving to Cardiff years ago as a child. Obviously when I lost my sight then at the age of 9, things became a bit more difficult to play. So I played rugby up to the age of 14, but obviously as the game got a bit faster and a bit more physical, my eyesight wouldn't allow me to play the sport mainstream. And when I moved to Cardiff 4 years ago, it was just great to hear that there was a visually impaired team here for people like myself to get back involved with the sport, because it's great for your mental health, it's great to meet people, it's activity, it's brilliant down here.
Really good.
Kai's story is, like the rest of the team, truly unique. However, despite losing his sight during his childhood, he doesn't let that part of his story dictate how he lives his life now.
So at the age of 9, I was diagnosed with a brain tumour that was caused by an optic glioma through the genetic disorder I had, which was neurofibromatosis. Received 18 months of chemotherapy during that time, just to stabilise the tumour and stop it from growing any further. And it's left me with about 20% vision. Doesn't stop me doing day-to-day life activities apart from driving and obviously playing sport to mainstream level. But it's just brilliant that there is a team down here for people like myself to get back involved in the game.
As one of the most vocal members of the team, the importance of the community that it's created is something that's truly important to him.
It's brilliant because you don't come across many people with a visual impairment in life. So every Wednesday we all get down here. We all obviously have a visual impairment, but we all have other difficulties as well in life. So we're not all just visually impaired. There's some other disabilities here as well. We just all get on here very well. There's about 10 of us, and every week there's about 6 or 7 of us that turn up, and it's brilliant because we all get on, we all have a laugh. but we get to do the thing that we all love the most, and that's playing rugby.
With the power that sport has to help anybody in their mental health struggles, Kai feels strongly about how integral the VI has been to his life.
Very important, because obviously being visually impaired, it can be quite lonely sometimes, because as I said previously, you don't come across many people with a visual impairment, and coming down here, it puts a smile on your face for at least that hour that we're down here. And as I said, the coaches are brilliant, all the players are great, and the community staff is superb.
I've rarely seen anybody so enthusiastic and energetic about their game. So why does it motivate Kai so much?
I want to get more out of it, because I feel that this team here, we can push further with the ability that we got in the players down here. I feel that we can push further and that we can do better in training sometimes. And obviously, sometimes I shout a bit too much at people, but that's just the way I am. I just want to try and encourage people as best as I can to give it their all and get the best out of them.
So, we've now met some of the people who help run the club from week to week, and they're incredibly keen on new faces and players joining in the short term. Looking long term though, I asked Coach Evan what his vision is as more and more members join up.
Well, for the sport in general, we like to get to a point where we can have a visually impaired team in each region. It'd be nice at some point then if we could do almost like a Welsh Cup if we could. We have all the regions play in, but for the Cardiff club specifically, we like to get to the point where we can have consistent numbers. Because you'll find that some weeks we may have to cancel because only one or two, because they got time with their work as well, only one or two can sort of attend. So like get to the point where we can have that consistent 8 to 10 each week would be big for us, just so you can get that team development rather than you get the odd player here and there and then they grow faster than the other players do, and just makes everybody be more of a unit, let's say, as a team.
4 regions competing in a VI Welsh Cup, you say? I wonder who we'd see Ethan and Kai lining up for.
I mean, in the long term, I hope Bristol do, and then I'll be able to play all these lot. But no, I'd have to stick with Cardiff. I've been here from the start, and it would be good if the other areas got some teams together, because I know they'll be very competitive, especially Kai.
West Wales boy, so I was a Scarlets fan growing up, but I'll be sticking to Cardiff, and I'll be playing for Cardiff. Hopefully just next door here in the Principality Stadiums where there's judgment days, hopefully we can get involved in that as well, and just hopefully have a game before the main game, and I'll be a Cardiff boy, don't worry about that.
After 3 weeks with the VI team and having met some of the players and staff who are part of the club, I can honestly say I've not seen so much passion and energy for rugby in many teams as much as this one. They are truly unique. But now, for the most important question of all. If you were tempted to head down to the VI training session, what would Kai as a player and Evan as a coach say to convince you?
I just say to them, come down, give it a try, because we're all very friendly here, we're all very welcoming, and we have a laugh, we enjoy the game, but during the hour that we play, it is down to business, it is serious training. But come down, have a go, because I'm sure you'll enjoy it, because we all get on here, we all have a laugh, and it's a great community.
Basically, I want to have a laugh on a Wednesday evening and come and join us at the VI for an hour, easy hour. Don't even have to get involved properly, just come along, you can watch. If you feel like you enjoy the environment that we train in, then stick on your boots and come and join us, sort of thing. There's no buy-in or anything, it's just if you turn up and you like it, then we're here.
One, two, three.
Hey!